Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. You'll know you're on the replay if you don't see that box right there. So, I've got something new to show you that I think you're going to love. I have taped off a 9x9 double-sided box frame. And this comes in two colors. Well, let me explain. This side is white. We did a St. Patty's project on it. And now we're going to use the other side that is like a wood grain look. We're going to do that. And we're going to paint it with the new color of the month. This is called Academia. You can only get this by adding $75 worth of products in your cart and then adding this. Okay, so you have to basically qualify to purchase it. So y'all, happy Sunday. Amy's been in the pool all day. Fun times with the fam. That's so important. All right, keyword is paste, y'all. New paste. Brand new paste. Academia. All right, so we're going to get started by painting. Ooh-wee, y'all. This is awfully pretty. So, I will tell you right now that this is not expected to last long. So, here we are, March 5th. I don't know, y'all, that it's really going to even last throughout this week. So, you must add $75 worth of stuff to your cart and then add this on the final review page. You have to qualify basically to purchase it. Okay, so we're going to paint with it and we're going to do two different surfaces tonight just so I can show you the different looks, I guess, of the paste, the color itself. Like, so this one we're painting with it, right? The next one, we're going to put the paste on a white background with a transfer. Okay. So I am painting the inside of the frame on this one, but not the top. Okay. It's very pretty. Now, if you were to go to our chalk website and see this big old banner about Academia, some of the images on there will give you some inspiration on what to use this color for. And I'm using one of those tonight. Just to show you that you just got to go to my website and you can get some inspiration right there. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that my brush strokes are somewhat decent. Ooh. Okay, and then of course I need to remember to paint the inside of the frame. So, la-ti-da. What did y'all do today? I'm missing all the comments. No, Miss Deb, it is not on the greener side. It is not on the greener side. I was shocked today when I opened my box to see that it was more on the blue side. So I was pleasantly surprised. And this is the March color of the month. And you have to qualify to purchase it. And it's not going to last much longer. Like, it will not last the full month of March. They don't make enough to do that. And then on April 1st, and every first day of the month thereafter, we'll have a new color. Same qualifications. You must earn it. No, you must qualify to purchase it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do to make sure that I get all of the, area covered, I'm just going to take this and we're just going to kind of rotate it on its side just to make sure. Okay. And paint my desk at the same time. Whoop, whoop. You went to an auction today? That's fun. I haven't been to an auction in a long time. All right, did I already do this side? Maybe. Did I already do this side? Nope, because I'm missing a big old chunk right there. So you can always paint with our paste, y'all. Okay, let me show you what we're working with here. Hit the heart button, y'all, and type in the word paste. That is the color. Look at that! Isn't that pretty? My brush strokes look like... That's okay. You did, Stephanie! Yay! The ragtime leprechauns. Everyone is starting to send me pictures of those, or they're posting them in the VIP group. The good old leprechaun. Marilee, our spring break is not this week, but the following week. Hi, Karen from Long Island. I know, Marilyn. Isn't it a nice color? Kathy Carter, thank you so much for the stars. Oh, awesome, Cher. Send me a picture when you make your St. Patty's bundle. Miss K's over there just, you know, telling Zach that his cutouts are just amazing. Y'all, and guess what? Zach and I sat down today, and we actually have decided that we are going to do a live sale, probably in like 2-ish weeks, of just cutouts. Ones that are not listed on his site. Brand new, and most likely won't go on there. Hi, Mr. Kevin. I saw your amazing craft pieces, your finished pieces. You have quite the artistic hand there, my friend. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Miss Kelly. You'd rather float in the pool, Angie? Yeah. So it was windier today, y'all. So I asked Zach the other day, I'm like, can you heat up the pool for me this weekend so that I can just float in the pool without having splashes, right? With people jumping in, wink, wink, the kids. He's like, sure. So yesterday it was like perfect. And then today it was a little bit on the colder side because it was windy. But it was still fun. All right, so let's finish drying this. Okay, so guess what we're going to use? More animals with glasses. We're going to use the Woodland Animals. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw this transfer, I was like, maybe, maybe not. Well, then Mr. Zach was like, wait a minute. I can make the cutouts for all the different animals and all the glasses. So the glasses are included in this set of cutouts. And look, he even has one of those little pipes. You can put a pipe on your animal. And what do you call these, y'all? I don't know what they're called. Tell me. Help me out, somebody. And then we have bow tie, which I think we're going to use the bow tie. I mean, you know, you really could, if you wanted to, make it a bow in the hair. Like if you want the bear to have a bow, maybe our bear will have a bow. I don't know. I know, Joyce, that's what I was thinking. Ooh, Jeannie went to an estate sale. Bought another antique toy sewing machine. How fun. What does my hat say? It says, hold on, minding my own small business. Isn't that pretty clever? My mom got it for me. And I love it. All right, so let's take our tape off. And let's check it out. All right, so I see a little eye spectacles. Thanks, Brenda. Okay, so I got a little bit carried away right there. Not a big deal. Welcome to the new Paste Color Academia. Monocle, yes. Okay, so again, my little brush strokes are a little on the crazy side. But guess what, y'all? It's okay. You could add a second coat if you certainly wanted to. But I really don't know. Well, I do know. We're just going to do it. So just bear with me. We're not gonna go halfway tonight. We're going big and we're not going home, okay? So just bear with me. And then we're gonna use the bear from our transfer. I think we're gonna use the fox as well. Y'all, this is so pretty. So, so pretty. I love this new color. Now, if your paste, for whatever reason, starts to become dry, okay, you're going to want to spray some distilled or purified water in that jar. All right? Do not spray tap water in the jar because you will have mold potentially that starts to grow. And trust me, you don't want that. Okay, so let me just go back over these little areas here. Make some big, long brush strokes. And then we'll come over here to this side and do the same thing. Just like that. Okay, so we did do 2 coats tonight, y'all. Just because it wasn't sitting right with me. And look, there we go, getting carried away again, doing all the things. Okay, so slide to the left, slide to the right. Keep going across. Hopefully this time we'll capture it. Don't know. Y'all can be the judge. And if we're still not in the safe zone, it's fine. Okay? All right, put this up. I'm going to close this. New color of the month. I'm going to try and get this mistake off. I don't know. Some of these blue colors have some major pigment. And sometimes it makes it worse. Like I may have just done right there. Yeah, about that, y'all. Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone until I make it worse. Or I'm going to make it worse. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the bear. We're going to paint the bear white. Okay. Hi, Bonnie. Looks better with the second coat. Awesome. All right, so I've got my bear. Let's paint him up really quick. Let's see. What paintbrush? The one that has the most paint on it. Okay, so let me make sure I'm going the right direction. Yep, I want to do this side, or the right side. Okay, so I'm going to paint him white. And we're also going to use gold tonight. So the 2 colors that we're using are the new Academia, which you cannot just add that to your cart. You have to have $75 in your cart. And on the final review page, if you have $75 there, you can purchase it. And then it will add it to your cart. So for the total order. Okay. All right, let's dry the bear. Not dry it. Let's paint the bear. Right. Okay. So I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do, or you can use this transfer and the new paste color. Okay. Done and done. Hi, Desi Rose. Thank you so much for the stars. Hi, Mickey. Yeah, I did pull my tape too soon, right? It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Let me tell you what I do have a problem with. Pulling the tape too soon. Y'all. Just when You thought everything was fine. Y'all are gonna laugh. Laugh at me. I've made a big mess with this paste. It is on the frame because the transfer smeared it. We may just end up painting it. All right, here we go. Hit the heart button, y'all. White paint, Waverly Chalk, white. Hi, Pearl, how are you? Hello, hello. All right, let's take this out. This is the little sheet that I use. You don't have to keep those. Maybe you have a big book or something that you store them in. I like to keep those, though, because I put mine in there and then store it on my little peg wall. All right, let me make sure. Okay, so these are transfer trimmers. Love, love, love these. You can use them left-handed or right-handed. And I like to kind of like grab my transfer where my thumb can stick in between the transfer and the backer sheet and just take it along the line because there are cut lines on this. Okay? All right, then we're going to do this one because we're going to use the fox tonight and we're going to use the bear. And what else are we going to use? So I am going to use the cutouts for the glasses, but I'm not going to use the transfer part. Okay? We might use the bow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all can be the judge of that. So let's cut this here. Cut this here. These are magnetic, not magnetic. These are, what is the word, y'all? Metal. All right, so let's see. Let's take this. So we have what's called a board and base, and these are reusable, okay? So this is one that I did, my goodness, back in the fall, all right? And then this one was in the summertime. Every summer has a story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and we're going to put the fox on here while everything around me is drying, because, yeah, it needs to dry. So this is a paste scraper in my hand, so we're going to scrape off the paste. This is a reusable surface. I highly recommend you get the board and base. We have one that has a white board and one that has a black board. Okay, this surface right here is double-sided, and it is the best way, in my opinion, to practice with the product. Okay? Yes. Right on the back of your transfer. Yes. All right. So now what I've done is I've taken step one of getting the paste off. Now notice there's still some there. Okay, pool was fantastic. Thank you. Yes, everyone's yelling at me. Put back on my transfer. Absolutely, I will. Okay, now we're going to take a board eraser. This is also in the supply list. Just comment the word paste. Okay, grab a paper towel and get the rest off. Do you water to clean surface? Yes, you can use any type of water, Kathy. I am a little bit red. Yes. Hi, Miss Betty. Okay. Now we are done. Like, it's ready to go. Now, if I wanted to, I could take this off, but I'm not for time's sake. Okay. So that's done. Let's come over here and check on our little bear guy here. Lots of excess paste. It did not paint the edges. My bad. So sad. Right? You do you. Okay, so let me make sure it's dry. What do we need to put on this before we put the transfer on, y'all? This is a quiz. I love my board and base. Yes. Right, Karen? It's amazing. What goes on this board before we put our transfer on? Okay, let me put that over there. That's right, Miss Bonnie. Michelle Pryor. Okay, I almost messaged you, but I was running late. Is it a true statement, or is it true that I came across you doing Facebook Lives? Was that you? All right, wax. That's right, y'all. We need to put wax on here because we need to protect our surface, right? Our paint, and we need to protect our transfer that we're going to put down, right? There's a big old glob right there. Okay, so we do this. And now we are ready to apply our transfer. After I write the word back on it, permanent marker again for the win. B-A-C-K. Back. All right, so let's grab our bear. He's so cute. And let's grab a fuzzing cloth. She does one every day, Betty. I was like studying her page. I'm like, I am almost positive this is my friend Michelle. Kudos to you, girl. Well, and I saw you commenting, Betty, and I was like, that is her. Good job. All right. Bear is being fuzzed. What is fuzzing? It is applying lint to the back so that it reduces the stickiness of your transfer. These are sticky. It's not plastic. It is not a one and done. Do not throw this away. Okay? Hi, Autumn. How are you? All right. So we're going to use gold on our bear. And we need to come up with a name for our bear. All right. So let's press it down. Make sure that we don't have any pieces of string or anything anywhere, okay? You want to make sure that you remove the air bubbles. Okay, so let's grab our gold. Yay, Betty, that's awesome. Thanks, Michelle. All right, grab a stick or something to stir. Now, this jar of gold paste, look at that. Like, it looks disgusting. So I am going to spray some distilled water in here, and I am going to give it a stir. Yes, you can spray distilled or purified water in your shimmer paste. And if Zach's on here, look, Zach, I'm using shimmer. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Goldilocks. Great. Great, great, great. Yogi the bear. Betty, you'll do fine. Just keep doing it. All right. So now, as I'm stirring, it's bringing it back to life. Okay? It's getting there, right? So let me add a little bit more water. Now, let me tell you something. Don't add too much, because if it gets too runny, you don't want to put that on your transfer right away. You'll want to let it sit out with the lid off. Okay? All right. I think we're good. Let's put this up. Let's grab a mini squeegee. And we are going to just take that gold paste from top to bottom and basically push it through the silk screen. So anywhere that you see through it is the screen and where it's going to land on our surface. Anywhere that you see like blue, that is the sticky part. So this is Shimmer Gold. This is in the supply list. Just comment the word paste. All right. So now I'm going to go back over it and make sure that I didn't miss any part of where it's like you can see through, which is the screen. Okay, put that back in my jar. I am going to turn on my glue gun, and we're going to lift it up and see what our bear looks like. Okay. Oh my goodness. So cute. So cute. All right. Grab this, spray this. We need to clean this as we go. Okay, it is small enough to where I can do it right here. Now, with the shimmer, I am going to take a wipe. All right. Yay, that's awesome. Michelle Brown, Mrs. Shimmer. Mrs. Shimmer. All right. Take off majority of the paste right from the top of your screen. Then spray it again and use your board eraser. Oh, good grief. The mat was on the bear. Go figure. It's Sunday night, y'all. It's Sunday night crazy time. The lady on here that's crafting is having some issues. That's okay. Michelle. We could craft together. See, look, y'all. What is going on? Too much sun. Too much sun. We're going to blame it on the pool and too much sun. All right. That is now clean. Okay? Can be used again and again and again. In fact, you could even put that on a shirt. How cute would that be? So fun, right? All right, so now that we have cleaned it off, we are going to put this right back on the backer sheet, okay, where it belongs. Now look at the bear. How cute is that? Now we are going to give him some glasses. And I'm thinking he's going to get those. But here's the deal. I told you earlier I'm not going to use the transfer for the glasses. I just simply want to paint them with the new paste color. Okay? You can add water to ink, yes. I don't know that I've ever had to do that. All right, so I have a really gigantic sponge for a really small set of glasses. I don't have any of my smaller sponges over here. So let's just paint this academia like so. All you need is a little bit on your sponge brush, just a tad. Because I really am trying to prevent that overflow on the sides. But, you know, I am not perfect. 9 times out of 10, it goes overboard. Like it is just now, because I need a darker coat. Okay, so I'm going to pick that up. And hopefully we're good. All right, so now let's dry this. Don't need that. All right. Is there a best side of the board eraser to use? I use both. My opinion. I know the bear is cute, right? So let's try this. We're going to put the bear on our board. Let me show you. Okay, the transfer, like, hit it. Right there. And it's not dry because we had 2 coats of the academia on here. So some of it I can see is still shiny. And when your paste dries, it's going to go from shiny to matte. Okay, and now I'm bumping it with the dryer. So what's new? No idea what that is. Y'all, this is quite a circus. I think Mr. Zach Mills needs to do a project very soon, very soon. All right, so I have a bunch of paste here in the center where like your lenses would be. So let me just clean that out. All right. So we have little academia glasses. Y'all, just wait till we assemble the little guy. All right, so I think next we need to do, hold on. I'm going to attempt to paint these gold. We're going to put these on the fox. What does the fox say? Okay, so let me see if I can paint the glasses with gold paste easily. This one I'm not going to use a sponge because I really need to have a little bit more control over this because we are painting with the shimmers. And I want to make sure that the shimmer is, I don't know, equally there. Equally, what's the word, y'all? Equal, yeah, no words. Sorry. What is the word? Like equally all over. Okay, let me see what this looks like without all that in the background. Yes. Okay, so let me just pick off all the excess with my finger, because, you know, why not? All right. Evenly coated. Good grief, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, equally distributed. I'm so done. All right, I think we're done with that. Okay, let's assemble our project. But first we need to make sure this is dry. Actually, it doesn't really matter because I am not pasting on that. Dispersed, yes. Evenly, yes. Distributed, yes. Dispensed, yes. That too. Hit the heart button, y'all. Type and paste. Let me make sure this guy's dry. Look, he's so cute. Okay. This guy's going to go right here on the bottom. Just like that. First, I'm going to lift him up, and we're going to take our glue gun and put him right down here. Okay? Just like so. Now, next step. Yay! Thanks, Betty, for the stars. Oh my gosh. Now, do I want to... Yeah, I'll just use hot glue. Just here and here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't show y'all yet because that's pretty darn cute. So we're going to do our fox. Let's do our fox here. So this is another silkscreen transfer, right? It's part of that same size C transfer. It also has, like, I don't know, looks like a skunk and a raccoon. So I'm going to fuzz this probably even more than I would on the wood because it's going to go on this surface that's really going to make it stick. Looks like the California bear. What's a California bear? Hi, Zach. Thanks, Karen. Thank you so much for the stars. Zach, what did I do? Charlie Brown. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Okay, so here we go. Tip. Board and base, right? Check it out. You're going to lose some of it when you go to put it in here. See that? So if you put your transfer here, you're not going to see it because it's going to go inside this. Just be mindful of that. And because this guy is taller, I'm actually going to move him to the top quite a bit. Okay, and just give it a slight press, and then I'm going to test it to see where he's at. Now, I'm actually going to move him down a little bit. Okay, so let me take this off, and let's move him down just a tad. And I'm going to put the fox on here with the macadamia so that you can really see it on the white. All right, I'm still going to move him down just a little bit more. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay, Make sure that you have all of your air bubbles out. Grab your paste, grab your squeegee, and we're just going to roll this all the way down. And we're going to have an academia colored fox. I don't need any critiques tonight.
God can't help you tonight.
Hey!
Hey!
Get out. All right, I'm going to go and get up all of my excess. You're in my way. Get out.
I refuse to get out.
And we are going to grab it from the center. And we're going to pull down. He is very serious. What's up, Zach? What do you need?
I'm looking for placement tape.
Oh, you just took all my stuff away.
I didn't take anything away.
You rolled my cart all the way over there.
I did move it. I didn't take it away.
What do I need to do? Kathy Carter, what would you like to do? Yeah, he needs to go back to his corner, Michelle.
Oh, no, Michelle, you just didn't.
Fuzzy the Bear and Foxy. Can somebody help Kathy Carter? So you need to type in the word paste and check your messages. Look, and you even threw down my board eraser.
Hey, get out of the way.
No.
No, we're showing something really cool that I saw
Hold
one
on.
time.
Hold on.
Watching someone do chocolate tour. I don't remember who it was.
It's me.
But it looked very similar to this background here. But with a much happier face. Do you know what's the same width as this right here as your placement tape?
Yeah, this right here.
See, there you go.
What? I don't understand what you're doing.
I was, because you were measuring, and I was like, oh, look, remember? Hey, this placement tape is the same width, or the same as this. So you can put this on the bottom of your board.
Show them, not me.
Oh,
Watch out, that's not dry.
I know it's not dry. So
Don't mess my fox up.
that placement tape right there is the exact height of the board for you to go. So you can lay that at the bottom as a good measurement tool. Someone taught me that. I refuse to name names tonight now. Because I'm just minding my small business.
Yeah, I think there's some cutouts that need to be cut.
Probably.
I know, Chris, I need a new water bottle. Is there a bundle for spray bottle, eraser, lint pad, stir scrape? Shalita, there is not, but send me a message. I'll see what we can find out. Hi, Jeannie. He's in trouble, Betty. Okay, so remember we painted the gold glasses, right? Gold glasses. Well, we're going to put them on our fox. Okay. Oh, that wasn't dry. Let me just make sure. Okay, so let me remove Zach's tip. Great tip. I had forgotten about that. Thank you, Mr. Zach. All right, we're going to take our gold glasses. Okay. I'm going to use hot glue on this surface because hot glue, like it will, these glasses will pop off and so will the hot glue. All right. Matter of fact, it's coming off right now with my excess glue that's squeezed out underneath my glasses. Okay. So, here we go. All right. Here are the projects. Y'all ready for this? So we have a fox and we have the bear. That is so stinking cute, in my opinion. Hit the heart button, y'all. And then we have the bear. Y'all, isn't that just so cute? The fox and the bear. Oh my goodness. Like, I was not sure about these animals at first, y'all. And then the glasses just do it. Oh, isn't that so funny? So, hit the heart button, y'all, and type in the word paste. Okay? Thanks, Michelle, for the stars. There is, all the supplies in there will hit that $75 to where you can add your new color of the month, Academia. Okay? All right, guys, that's my project. Sticking to it. And the wood cutouts can be found on Zach's Etsy site. Okay, so just type in paste, follow the prompts, you'll get all the things. Okay? All right, guys. Oh, which one's your favorite? The fox or the bear? That's what I want to know. They did, right? Do we look like? Just kidding. All right, guys. Fox or the bear, which one's your favorite? We'll see you next time. Bye.